welcome back to Cobblecraft. This is episode 4. We've got a lot of stuff to do today, but first of all I just want to address my audio issues. I know that I've been having a few difficulties with it and a few people have commented about it. I do actually have a new mic and I've got some new software as well that should help with the problems, but this episode is kind of filmed out of order, so some of the scenes will have the new mic and some of the scenes will have the old mic, I'm afraid. But if you can just bear with me for this episode, it should be a lot more consistent in the future. Every now and again we'll ask each other in chat to come check out a build that one of us has done. You know, get people's opinion and see if there's anything we can improve, or just to show it off because we're proud of it. And that's exactly what Snow did. He wanted us to see his new tower. So while I'm clearing out this, why don't you guys go check that out?
Hi.
Hello? I see you.
Welcome to my
wow.
base.
This place looks really cool at night.
Right? I made
Yeah.
an effort to light it up using jack-o'-lanterns underneath the water sources.
Alright. Cool.
Just don't break anything. Not everything is hydrated and it takes like 3 days to grow.
Alright, so it'll stay here unhydrated, but if you break it, it will have a block update.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
cool. Well, this looks awesome as always. I've actually
Thanks.
just been messing with mud brick in my base. I put it down. It's the first time I've used it.
What do you think?
It's nice. It makes a nice sound.
Yeah, it's like a little squishy sound.
Got to him first. Your gear is probably more powerful than mine.
Yeah, I've got smite on it because I prefer it over sharpness.
Right. Okay.
And I really do a lot of PvP here anyway.
So
What is sharpness actually for? Is that against creepers?
I thought it was just across the board for everybody.
Yeah, I know it's against like players and armor and stuff, but I know smite was for undead mobs and bane of arthropod is for spiders.
Oh wow.
I just don't know if sharpness is for creepers, maybe the ender dragon or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This
Anyway.
really does look cool at night, but I think that we should sleep just for our safety.
Yeah, sure. Got a triple bed as well.
Very fancy. I've just upgraded mine to a triple bed, but it doesn't look
Yeah,
as
I
cool
saw.
as this.
I always stick with the classic red, just
Yeah.
because. Oh, by the way, it used to be an empty lectern, but now it's got my fairy tale that I'm also selling in the shop.
All right. Okay. I'll have a look. I will quickly go through this in case anyone wants to slow it down and read it.
It's cool that I can actually hear the pages flipping. I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, I've not really messed with lecterns, honestly.
Sorry?
I've not really like used them very often, apart from like the obvious thing with villagers.
Yeah. No, they're also quite good as balconies, but I just don't like the texture of the books on the stand in the front.
Oh,
I think someone made a texture pack where you just copied the back to the front and it looks so much better.
I was thinking about using the texture pack where every time you put down a note block and every time you hit it, it's a different kind of like barrel. I think Ep4 uses it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the one with the crosses on top of it kind of looks like stripped oak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those as well. It used to be part of a texture pack I used as well, but it was reserved for a specific project I'm no longer a part of, so I don't have it anymore. Anyway, I recently finished this. The little bridge and the path through the wheat field and the rivers actually custom built as well.
Looking very nice.
By the way, I'd like to get your opinion on something. I know you've been working on those custom trees.
Yeah.
I ended up going with my own design. What do you think of this one?
I was going to point it out and say, is that a custom tree? It's really nice. It's kind of like, it's not too custom, if that makes sense. So it's like it's subtle, but it's really nice. Let me get a close look.
Yeah, I was a bit worried because yours are, I don't know how to describe. They have a bit more body to them, I think.
Yeah, they're
There's
quite.
more leaves.
Yeah,
and
mine
stuff.
tend to be quite big, my trees. But yeah, this is nice. This is a bit, yeah,
Okay.
nice little willow.
And yeah, of course, the little waterfalls, also custom built. Imagine if we had that in vanilla Minecraft.
Little waterfalls. It's nice. Water can be tricky. It can be annoying to do waterfalls.
Yeah, you don't know. If you're using like Medica and it involves water blocks, it doesn't show the waterlogged blocks, so you just have to guess what's going to be there.
All right. And so you built this in Create first then?
Yeah, I built it on a single player world with the same seed. That's what I do with most of the builds. The terraforming of the cliff here and most of the wheat fields I didn't do, but most of the big builds like the gateway and the castle, they're all built in creative first.
This castle looks
Saves time.
awesome. So this is like the gatehouse kind of, and you come through here and such a cool view.
Yeah, I wanted to have like a kind of a gateway towards the hill with the castle in the background.
Mhm.
It doesn't really serve any purpose, but it's just a cool building to have. I think I based it off of a building in the Czech Republic. I really like the Bohemian architecture with the 4 towers on the edge.
I like how the terracotta kind of matches what you've got going on with the river over there. Kind of like it could have been mined from this area and used to build with.
I actually didn't catch that yet. Yeah, it's a nice bit of lore.
Yeah.
Right, let's head up to the castle, because I'm really eager to show you the new tower. You can kind of see it from here. I should do the roads next. It's always a pain to climb this.
Yeah, I'll tie it together. You need to get some horses as well. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I want paths, and I've got horses, and I want to just be able to travel around properly with them.
That's actually such a good solution for my problem. I keep going back to my base to get new materials for the castle, and it would save me so much time to just have a horse up here.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you mentioned that.
Definitely. It would fit with the vibe as well that you've got going on here.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to make the paths broad enough for, like a 2-horse white, like a carriage or maybe a cart to be brought up to the castle.
I even have
supply
like
of
some
food.
out here as well that are just like horseless or whatever.
Well, actually, with the new addition of the castle, I was having a bit of dead space in the corner. I wanted to put some stables there.
Alright, cool. Oh, this is the new tower.
Yeah,
Yeah, the glass looks really cool.
I know, right? I wanted to build sort of a church tower, so this is going to be part of a wider build, which is going to extend outside of the wall. I just decided to build the tower first to see if it would fit the surroundings.
Yeah.
And stained glass is meant to represent 3 different kinds of flower, not necessarily available in Minecraft, but just to have a sort of nature theme, because I want the religion of the settlement to be nature-based.
See, that's something I'm not really done, is put a lot of thought into my base, as in the history of it and the lore of it. But I think it definitely helps you with building if there's a bit more of a story there.
Definitely. If you can tie together a story about where you live, it's a lot easier to find harmony between your builds. Because this is a castle based on, of course, the medieval European castles, but it's kind of in a new world setting. And one of the most important things in medieval Europe was religion, but because I didn't want to make it a one-on-one copy, I decided to just do my own thing.
It's honestly really cool. Like, I've seen, obviously, all this bit before, and every time I come up here, it's just, you kind of don't realise how grand it is and how big it is. If you look on the map, it
Yeah,
takes
I
up
love
so
looking
much
at the
area.
map, especially with the new tower, because you can just see it grow from above.
But yeah, this new edition's perfect, and it makes it so much cooler as well that it's all in survival. Like, I know you've built it in creative, but all this is in, every block that's been placed has been mined, and
Exactly. I'm so proud of myself. Because
should
like
be.
I mentioned earlier, this is like the longest I've ever played on a single world, and this is basically the biggest project I've ever done in survival.
It should be. It's
So I'm
really,
really
really
proud with
cool.
how it's turning out so far.
Can I ask quite quickly, what are you
Yeah.
planning to do next?
Well, this wall of stone is kind of in the way for expansion right now. If you look on the map, you can see I've cleared up a few trees behind.
Right, yeah.
The idea is to take down this wall even more, work into the mountain, and then this level is going to be the entrance level to a grand central building,
Ooh.
which is going to have an oratory for some kind of, well, I don't know, sort of a people's representatives council of sorts.
Right, okay.
I based this design off of the House of Lords in the United Kingdom.
Oh, really? Very cool. Well,
But that's up next.
well, thank you for showing me around, and I can't wait to see it all finished.
Me neither. Thanks for letting me.
Alright, no worries. I'll be back at some point. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh. You can get lost in this place. I don't know about you guys. I'm feeling pretty inspired. Let's build that iron forge. Well, we've done it. And just have a little look and see what it looks like from this balcony. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. The only problem is this big area here now looks really bare. So we definitely need to maybe do a bit of planning. I really want to split up some of this area. I don't want it to be all flat, and unfortunately these three buildings, it wasn't planned, but they're all on the same level, which I don't love. I want some variety in the terrain. So I'm thinking that we come along here and we build a wall, and we can put some buildings up there and then have different ways up to it, and maybe even build some buildings into the wall, so you have to go inside them. Maybe build some arches like this around the wall. I'll just get a bit of a closer look here, and we can have a look on the inside. It's quite bare right now. I did these banners here to kind of look like curtains. So yeah, quite bare. I've got some bits that I want to add to it. I want to add like a shelf here, and like some, I don't know, some places here where we can sell some stuff. And up here, I think we need a bit of a chandelier here. And then maybe I was thinking like some shields that are on the walls using armor stands. So we're like displaying all the things that that you can use with iron, basically. I know that's copper, but just ignore that. I wanted it to look like rolls of chain and things that you can like, you pull it out, like when you, I don't know if you've ever gone into like a DIY shop, but you can pull out lengths of chain and string and things like that and cut it to how you want. And I wanted it to kind of look like that. down here... Oh, okay, well, that's a design flaw. Maybe we just move this over like that. Down here, I want to dig out a hole. Already sounds like there's something living under there. And that is where we'll have the storage for all the iron and things. Out here, this is just like a big, you know, furnace or smelter to smelt the iron and craft the craftables. The forge part of the iron forge. I have gone ahead and finished this whole thing because we were in desperate need of iron. This is just for my horse, ignore that. Right, these are some display cases for iron and iron related products. This is just a wall with some oh, careful not to hit them. Minecarts on them and rails and things like that, and just anything iron related really I have tried to shoehorn into this build. This is cool. We have this guy and he's selling you stuff, and you can even pick these up. These are just invisible armor stands. And over here we have the shield display wall. And the only thing we can really do is just have different coloured ones. Would maybe put some better designs on the banners maybe a bit later on. And some lichen on these just to give it a bit more texture and stuff like that. We have a chandelier up here. It's just very basic, but you couldn't really do anything more extravagant in this space. And I'm not sure that I'd want to either. Just some lamps for sale, I guess. And out here in the forge, we've added a couple more things. We have the hammer up here. I'll say hammer. That's just hammering some iron that's on here. Again, this is armor statues, and if you guys want to see any more of that or want to see how it works, just let me know. We've got just a tool that's being worked on at the moment. Maybe it gets dipped in the lava and then dipped in the cold water. I don't know how it works. And then we just have a tool bench here. These are really cool. They already look like tool benches, but they're quite small, unfortunately. A little drawer, maybe for all your tools and bats. This Sam statue is actually really cool though, because you can literally use it as a tool rack. And then down here, I did these just, but it looks a bit more like behind a shop, like a shop counter. And then down here, I've gone really simple. And this room actually took the longest. It was a complete mental block. I could not figure out how to decorate it in any way. I removed the floor 4 or 5 times. I had every different palette that I could think of, and just, I don't know if any of it was working, but it wasn't working for me, and it took forever. Under here we've got a crafting table so that we can turn all the iron into blocks when we need to. We already have a little bit. And then these barrels are for the bone meal. There's not a lot in here because I've actually been using it, but there were a few stacks in here just from this amount of iron. I'll just quickly show you behind here. This is too good, this pickaxe. So we just have a really simple sorting system, but we're taking the flowers, the poppies, and they're going here, going to the composter, around here, and into the barrels. We should really cover these up with maybe some more composters, just to prevent lag. We'll try to remember to do that later. Right, and now I think I'm going to go check out the shopping district because someone popped in the chat that they have a new shop opening. And there it is. How cool is this? I love shops like this that you just know exactly what it is and what it sells. And it looks so cool as well. I love this detail on the pot. I'm gonna leave him here. Hopefully he'll stay. Stay. Now I've actually already been in here and I've bought a couple of things before, as it was like just when it was built, but I wanted to show you guys because I think this looks so cool and it's got such a cool atmosphere inside as well. And she's selling them for 1 diamond per stack, which I think is totally fair. Just literally has all the flowers, and these are my favourite. These and these as well. That's what I bought last time I was here, and I bought a stack of these as well. And I think I bought some dye as well. And I'll just show you up here if I can get up here. Now this is amazing. It has every type of concrete. This must have taken so long. And then every type of terracotta. I bought some of this because a lot of these colours are going to go really well with what we're making. It's just one more shop that I want to show you while we're here. And this is my old shop. The little shop down the rabbit hole. Now, I am not collecting the diamonds from this shop. And I'm not going to restock it either. I want to make new shops with the fresh start from new farms that we've made on our new series. I'm not going back to my old base, and I'm just not having anything to do with this. But what I can do is buy from it. And I know for a fact that this shop sells golden carrots, which we're really struggling with food lately. I'm going to trust this guy to stay here while we drop down. So, I did take the diamonds and I put them at my old base. But we'll leave them there for now. Yeah, I think someone said that, yeah, we're out of stock for this, or it's slowly going out of stock. And what I want is over here. Yes. Golden. Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh. That's just my luck. Well, normal carrots it is for now. Right, I'm heading back home now because there's just one more thing that I want to add before this episode ends. Don't you just love this weather? Rainy weather. We just want to stay inside and eat soup. Right, this is it. Just a really simple tree, but I think it adds a lot, especially if we just keep dotting these around all over the place. It won't always be like double ones like this. We might just have smaller ones in smaller pots, or maybe some different kinds of desert trees. I just think it adds a lot, especially when everything is such a kind of a same colour. Important to add lots of greenery and things like that. Right, come back next time. I think we're going to build a market in the shopping district so that we can sell some of our iron. Right, bye!